Our final speaker in this session, before we take Q&A, is Karina Garcia, and Karina is from the US Embassy here in Dublin, who are also sponsors of the school, and I'm delighted to ask Karina to come and say a few words to the summer school. Thank you, Karina.
Thank you very much. I will be brief because I imagine you have a lot of questions for our experts, and they will be able to provide more guidance than anything I could ever say. But I just wanted to say that the U.S. Embassy Dublin is proud to support this International Summer School on Campaigning through our Missions Public Diplomacy Grants Program. We aim to provide supports for projects just like the summer school to foster civil society and promote shared values and further people-to-people collaboration and exchanges. Collaboration, as we heard today and as we heard yesterday, is such a vital part of campaigns and movements for social change. And since there are attendees from all over the world, I would like to take this opportunity to make a pitch for folks to reach out and work collaboratively with U.S. embassies in the countries where you work. We believe in partnering with NGOs and strong and diverse civil society is crucial to pushing all forms of human rights forward. And we sometimes also need to be pushed by civil society. Here in Ireland, we work closely with NGOs on programs and meet often to gain deeper understanding on various issues and take into account NGOs' viewpoints in our reporting. One of these global reports, the Human Rights Report, is a resource we use for shaping our policy and conducting diplomacy around the world, and can also be a resource for you to engage with your government on human rights issues. We cover various topics, including women's rights, LGBTI rights, labor, and so forth. Through the Human Rights Report and other tools, the U.S. federal government serves to and strives to protect and promote the rights of LGBTI persons. This is in support of our core tenet of U.S. foreign policy, which is to advance freedom, equality, and dignity for all, regardless of sexual orientation or gender identity. These different movements in the U.S. and civil society helped us get to this point. Both publicly and privately, bilaterally and multilaterally, we raise and underscore that LGBTI rights are human rights, and human rights are LGBTI rights. For example, last month, the UN Human Rights Council adopted its third UN resolution on the human rights of LGBTI persons, creating an independent expert on violence and discrimination based on sexual orientation and gender identity. This expert will serve as a global focal point on combating challenges faced by the LGBT community, a step that reflects the growing global momentum that you all helped create against human rights violations and abuses that LGBT persons continue to face around the world. It was a hard-fought campaign in itself that the U.S. and many other nations worked together to push through. We will continue to work with host country and civil society around the world to address discriminatory laws, support affirmative steps, and to encourage more inclusive policies that celebrate diversity in all its forms. As Vice President Joe Biden said in his visit to Ireland last month, now it is up to us, as nations where same-sex marriage is proudly legal, to stand up for our LGBT brothers and sisters. We gladly support this summer school because it offers the opportunity to do just that, and it offers a space to share the lessons learned and make connections, which we think are hugely important to advance LGBTI rights, women's rights, minority rights, and other human rights. Thank you.